Hello, my people. You guys born here from the higher dimensions. Always date February 14th, 2021. Happy Valentine's Day. If you have a Valentine, I don't. So, this update is about we being the observers. So, lately started this feeling in me like it was never about stopping New World Order. And I'm gonna speak about visions. Most probably, YouTube gonna strike me for what I'm gonna say now because these visions. But anyway, it was never about stopping New World Order. It was about observing it. In a way, imagine, all this, if you're like Generation X, wondering like, how come people in 1930s embraced fascism so easily, If I could only travel back in time and tell them, guys, that's gonna end bad. Well, ta-da! Welcome to the 1930s version 2. And it started with the mask. It's gonna continue with COVID vaccines. I have a great link here about that issue, and please stay especially on that part when doctor is explaining the mechanism of. I need to really study that more because it's complex. So let's leave ground to the professionals. So it was again back to this topic. It was about observing what's going on and how all this thing unfolded. I think I'm preaching to the choir as always because we do exist in Echo Box, and yes, there are like maybe between 2 and 300 of you guys, and I have like 6,500 subscribers. So there is a great gap between people who are subscribed and people who are actually watching this channel. But I'll go back to the topic. We're gonna be hit with many different tests. The huge one before microchipping, huge one is coming with the vaccines, with first strike, second strike, and so on. And those who get vaccinated really gonna end up really badly fucked up. Their immune system's gonna be badly damaged, and their mental body is gonna be badly damaged. And these people, which in my inner world I see them literally as zombies, gonna really turn into that, not in literal sense, but like spiritual and aggressive sense. And you notice how they're getting more and more aggressive. And I've been talking with several people, and many people told me same things. And I'm talking about people here in Croatia and people online, like Denise, like Marina, and like Steve, nice guy I met here again, and so on and so on. So everybody's saying energies are getting weirder, weirder, and weirder. People are getting more and more aggressive, and I started to sense that right day when Uncle Joseph was inaugurated as a chief of Politburo of the Socialist Republic of United States. And I didn't really connect it with that because I willfully shut myself down from that because I really didn't want to think about that creepiness, taking formal power of states. But I noticed like shift in energy. And this was, and I made update about that, but I didn't upload it because it was way too negative, to be honest. And then yeah, you guys notice same what I noticed. People snapping more and more suicides. Of course, here it's a media taboo. Media is literally not covering suicides mother of friend of mine killed herself a couple of months ago. Of course, it was not in local newspapers. Any minor little things is in policijski list or novi list, as we call it here. Um, it's typical lefty newspaper, which was always lefty newspaper since the communists took power in 1945. So that's one thing. A second thing, I really want to go quickly through visions which are coming into my mind, and I'm gonna start chronologically, so bear with me. First one I had very vivid in 2011. It was coming in dream. I was observing Greenland from the air, and then diving deep, and not as a body but as a kind of astral mind, into this dark water. And there was like this dark water around me, and ice, and a voice, you know how it goes, like telepathic images, and direct knowing. um, the Gulf Stream gonna stop, and the whole Northern Europe gonna freeze very, very quickly. And this was in 2011. And then it was another one immediately after that. Bangkok, Thailand, under the water, because these images been coming into my mind. Uh, I'm not really sure. Was it before I ended up in monastery in 2011, or also in a monastery, because they've been repeating. Um, well, now my mind is going into five different places. I wish I could like communicate telepathically with you directly. And it was like Bangkok totally fucked up. And I was living very close to Bangkok. I was living in Supanburi, which is like 80 kilometers from Bangkok. And if you know Bangkok area, you know it's like huge. So, and then shortly after that, flood, really serious flood happened in Bangkok, but that was not it, because in my vision it was like completely covered, and it was only like metaphor and message for all coastal cities getting really fucked underwater. And then I didn't have any strong images. After that, I had these images of moving, traveling from planet to planet, and being basically remembering being spiritually free, where we could actually roam universe and multi dimensions, and basically check out what's happening in different zones. So I had these images, but it was not that. And oh yeah, disclaimer, guys, like this is really super important to say. I am not really believing in what I'm saying. I know this kind of touche, autogol if you like it, but come on, I really can't believe in that. And second thing is, I don't really know from where it's coming. Um, that being said, so third thing, which was this update, which almost killed my YouTube channel because I got 2 strikes out of 3, was images of WG, of unhappy events in future Europe. I can't say the name. And like very vivid images of white bodies stacked in front of the Buckingham Palace, and Islamists shouting Allahu Akbar and Takbir and Allahu Akbar and Inshallah, something like that. And basically London and most of the England at that time like completely eradicated from the white people. Same thing happening in Germany, piles and piles of bodies on markets, Muslims selling each other white slaves. And I had like this vivid image of a doctor, and you know the you know what kind of physiognomy, come on, selling to Habiba, selling to Bula, white guy, and repeating doctor, 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 like hustling about the price. He's selling her doctor as a slave. And I've seen these images very vividly about what's happening, what's already happening in Europe. It's like, but this is how it's gonna end. It always ended like that wherever they came. So it's not like really deep image, but it was really haunting me. And you know and it stopped haunting me when I expressed it. When I expressed it, it went out. And um, and there is another image, which is the image of New World Order, image of mega cities. And I only lived in, well, I visited shitloads of mega cities in my life, like Shanghai, like New York, etc. But I only lived in one, which was Bangkok. uh, something like it, really like a sea of concrete, people living inside in high-rising buildings, not only high-rising buildings, but mostly, and under complete fucking mind control, like, you know, like robots, and which leads me to digression about the normies. And let's face it, guys, there is nothing much we can do to explain them how things are. I uploaded a couple of reflections on talking with the normies, and even in this day and age in 2021, when I'm literally talking to a guy about economy falling apart, and when I'm talking to him, there are like closed shops left and right, and trying to come to his senses. What gives this shop right to be open, and this next door, oh, this one is spreading corona, you know what I mean? Like, but you can't, okay, you just can't get to them, because it's not that they are mind controlled, we are all mind controlled, but thing is, some of us are really coming from the higher dimensions, and we might not be very smart in a logical sense, and we might not be very educated, but we have motherfucking consciousness, and yes, we do curse, because this is how you express your really true hurtful feelings which are inside of you, and balance them, or kick them out, or express them anyway. And I've seen like these images of this new world order, which is very very close to the Hunger Games in a sense. Don't take it literally, but in that way, like they are very far apart. People are simply locked in the cities, and of course they are first mind controlled, locked, and then there are like barriers, and then there is nature which they use forever. Their purpose is basically healing nature again, because they go again and again and again through these processes. This um, these archaeological findings which are weird, like an axe which is fossilized into stone, or like under the Temple Mount in Israel, where you have pieces of wood in construction fossilized into stone, which means like it's a couple of millions years of old as a construction underneath. Or when you have like microchips fossilized in the stone, or electric outlets. It was, I mean, I had all these images on my old laptop, which you know is in the process of repair. You know what I mean? And so on. I wish I could like share all that with you when I'm talking about. But the thing is, they've been like repeating this millions upon millions of years, and there is really nothing new for us. We've been like recycling here for millions, and probably in this in their system for billions of years. As you know, in the next update, I'm gonna explain again the big picture, and I'm gonna go through that again. But basically, you get reborn, you die, UFO picks you up, puts you in a container, you recharge, goes back into the fetus, you suffer, you they take lush from you, or prana energy, turn into suffering. This is what demons feed on, and repeat, like millions of incarnations. So you know, um, so at the end, we're really gonna be quite knowledgeable about the evil after we finish almost infinity of incarnations of suffering under the evil's watchful eye. But then we're not gonna be any more stupid idealistic souls. Oh, peace, love, happiness, oh, let's suck each other's dicks. We're gonna be far more fucking wiser, you know what I mean? So uh, suffering is not coming without the benefit. I think it's the greatest tool of learning. And enjoy, bitches, because more is coming. Thank you for watching, and take care, guys.